Good morning, Foxtrot breedables. It's Streaks Foxtrot. I've tried to record this video like 8 times, but all he's doing is screaming at me, and so it makes it impossible to record. And so today's video is co-hosted by Lars. He's 16 years old. He's a Norwegian forest cat, and he is on Kid Cat Hospice because he has intestinal cancer. But he's living his best cat life. He gets all the catnips and all the toys, and he's a happy old man. He's geriatric in terms of cats, but we love him. So let's get to our updates. It is July 27th, 2023, and this is your Foxtrot update. Yesterday, Green Garden was down for approximately 5 hours. Right before 6 p.m. Eastern, I was notified by ticket. This is why tickets are important. I was notified by ticket that toadstools weren't working. And after some investigating, we realized they had their compost bin out. The compost bin dispatched the toadstool, but it didn't finish populating. It just said configuring. It was stuck in configure mode. And I was out at dinner at the time, and I had to rush home. And once the scripter and I got involved, we realized that it was a fault. It was my fault. I didn't run the updater properly, and I wasn't paying attention to the information that the plants were giving me when they were updating. Hi, buddy. And that means that I put out plants that weren't ready to be put out. So we fixed it. We repaired all the plants. Everybody got repaired. And I reran my updaters on my plants, reran the updater on the compost bin, and I've released compost bin 22.092. That is your current compost bin. That's the one you need to be using. So grab that up at the main sim. In the notice that I sent out last night, you can grab one if you don't want to leave your sim, or you can click your compost bin and get update. That's the button you need to click, get update. If your compost bin has no update, pick it up, set it back down, it'll prompt you to update. If it still doesn't after that, then you have 092. Doodle. Larsy Doodle. And then I want to talk about something a little different. I'm going to be traveling Saturday the 29th through August 4th or 5th. I may be home on the 5th or the 6th. I have until the 9th to get Walk in the Woods set up, which is plenty of time. I'll get it done. And then that week is going to be a scramble because we're prepping for Walk in the Woods, but my kids start school on the 9th. So I'm running out of time really quickly to decide to go on a vacation now. But I'm a little burnt out and I need a little rest and rehabilitation. I am taking a laptop with me. I will be available to fix anything that breaks that's catastrophic. But I'm taking a break because I'm burnt out and I don't want to be burnt out anymore. I want to be of use to you guys. You guys need me, and I want to make sure I'm there for you. I do want to talk about something a little serious. We've lost some equine horse breeders. I've had some people come to me and say they're out, they're not going to do it anymore, they're done, and they've left us. And that's their right. But the reason they're leaving us is not because of the product. They said they loved the product. They don't love being told that their prices are too low. They don't love being criticized by other breeders, and they don't like hearing the complaints about the secondary market pricing. And I'm not going to get into the minutia of that, but I am going to say this. Foxtrot Breedables does not get involved in the secondary market. However, if I find that there is an individual or individuals who is saying your prices are too low, you're hurting the rest of us, and you are pushing people out, even if you aren't intending to do it maliciously, we are going to have a conversation about tact and how you approach people with this topic. Because it's clearly not working, and you're going to hurt your secondary market and your bottom line harder if you're chasing people off. If you want it to succeed and you want it to be good and you think it can be, you need to be encouraging other people, not like telling them they're doing something wrong. And that's how it's being perceived. I know that that may not be the intention. You know, if you go to someone in good faith and you're trying to have a conversation with them, I get it, but other people may not take it that way. And you have to understand that people are really subjective creatures. And you have to look at them on a person-by-person basis and say, you need to ask the questions. And the questions are generally, am I helping someone? Am I doing what's best for the community, or am I doing what's best for myself? So please, please have a care with talking to fellow breeders. I really don't want to lose any more people, but I can't control how people act. That's not my, I'm not here to parent. That's not my job. I got cats and kids of my own. That's what I got to do. But I want to say this. If you act in good faith and you're kind to each other, we won't have people leaving, we'll have people joining, and that's better for the secondary market. It really is. So I encourage you guys to find better ways to have the discussion about pricing that isn't going to chase people off or make people feel like they've done something wrong or that they're unwelcome in this space. No one breeding Foxtrot should be made to feel unwelcome. And if you're a breeder and you think that's horse shit, forgive my language, then you don't, like, that's our motto. Like, that's the mantra. Everyone is welcome. And if you're chasing people off, that's not going to fly. If you don't care if people are welcome, if this is just a profit gain for you, you don't belong here. You're the one who probably needs to go. People in Foxtrot were never, Foxtrot was created because there were these VIP groups, these elite auctions, these elite marketplaces, and people couldn't keep up with the products. They couldn't afford to. Foxtrot is meant to be a low cost, low trim, low script breedable for the everyday man. And I was criticized the other day. What was we were called the Dollar Tree of breedables, and I'm okay with that. Totally fine with that. I prefer the Family Dollar of breedables. They have better color scheme. But we're here for the everyday person. We are not here for people who come into Second Life with boatloads of money. We're here to be fun, friendly, have great customer service, good turnaround times, and to support you as a breeder. That will always come first. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. I'm going to request that you be kind to each other, that you show each other due diligence, that you show each other respect, that you come into conversations with fellow breeders in good faith, and that you respect the person behind the avatar and that person's dignity. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you in World. Thanks, guys.